Welcome to Kaumudy Global. Every human being must feel proud and relieved for the fact that medical science is evolving day by day. Scientists, doctors, nurses, therapists, lab technicians, druggists, etc. are working day and night to discover best medicines for minor to fatal diseases. The world is expecting to get rid of one of the dreadful diseases, cancer, that has shattered many people's lives so far. According to WHO, about 10 million people died because of cancer in 2020. That is, cancer was solely responsible for nearly 1 in 6 deaths. Experts are happy to announce the first ever success in the history of medical science. Yes, it was found that cancer was cured in all patients who participated in an experimental treatment that was conducted among the patients at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center in Manhattan, US. 100% success was reported in a small-scale experiment conducted in a group of people with rectal cancer. It showed success in complete removal of tumors and also prevented recurrence in patients. This news has given great solace and hopes to the patients who can now expect the removal of cancer without undergoing painful chemotherapy treatment or long surgeries. According to the New York Times, the patients did not believe that the disease was completely cured and did not require further treatment. Dostarlimab is a medicine which was given to 18 rectal cancer patients. It is used as an immunotherapy drug for cervical cancer. For the first time, researchers have tested the drug's effectiveness for colorectal cancer. Dr. Louis A. Diaz J. of New York's Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center said this was the first time this has happened in the history of cancer. The experiment is being continued in more patients. All patients were diagnosed with genetically mutated cancer. These cancer cells are less likely to be removed by chemotherapy and radiation. Until now, the only possibility was that of surgical removal. The current finding is that such patients can avoid surgery. These people usually develop chronic health problems such as infertility, bowel and bladder problems, and sexual dysfunction following the treatment. Another exclusive result for the patients who undergone this trial treatment was the complete absence of those severe post-treatment effects that always accompany other cancer treatment processes. It was GlaxoSmithKline, a popular drug company, who sponsored this trial experiment. Also, there were no signs of recurrence of the disease in these patients till 25 months after the end of the trial. Dr. Andrea Sirsak, co-author of the study and working oncologist at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, told, "There were a lot of happy tears then. Dostarlimab was given 3 weeks in a month during 6 months of treatment. The disease was cured in these patients. The treatment mainly aimed to allow body's immune system to recognize cancer cells, their natural destruction, and which could ultimately unmask cancer cells. The drugs involved in the medication, known as checkpoint inhibitors, generally have adverse effects in 20% of patients, and almost 60% patients will suffer severe complications like muscle weakness, spasms, etc. But the latest dostarlimab study has no negative reactions in patients, which is really a great relief for both patients and doctors. The presence of cancer cells could not be detected in their body by MRI scan, endoscopy or biopsy. No serious issues were reported after the treatment, only mild itching and fatigue. The researchers have planned to conduct experiments in 30 people. The further details of the treatment will only be made clear when all the results become available. On the other hand, experts said that even if the drug is approved for mass treatment in future, it will not be available in cheap rates as the trial doses itself costed $11,000 each, which is nearly 8.55 lakh per dose. Dr. Hannah K. Sanoff, who is working with Lineberger Comprehensive Cancer Center in North Carolina, who was not actually involved in the study, opined, even if the results are compelling, it is not sure about all patients are fully cured by the treatment. Very little is known about the duration of time needed to find out whether a complete clinical response to dostarlimab equates to cure. He further noted this in an editorial in New York Times. What I would really like us to do is get a bigger trial where this drug is used in a much more diverse setting to understand what the real true response rate is going to be. It's not going to end up being 100%. I hope I bite my tongue on that in the future, but I can't imagine it will be 100%. And so, when we see what the true response rate is, that's when I think we can really do this all the time, he added. Everyone across the nation welcomed this treatment with open arms, and this has left doctors incredibly optimistic by all means. But still, a bigger trial is to be conducted to realize the real effects and the true response rate of the same. Anyhow, the rectal cancer trial treatment has widened the hopes of cancer medication, and experts anticipate future trials that would turn out to be a solution to the perpetual maladies of cancer patients. I am Shreya signing out. Please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates.